This week in reading, we are going to review main idea and details. Remember, main idea is what the story or passage is mostly about, and the details are the points, examples, or facts that support the main idea. So we can use this strategy in nonfiction text, which is what we're going to be working with this week. Remember, nonfiction texts are stories that are real or give information. So as we read, I want you to think about what the main idea is, what it's mostly about, and then the different examples that support the main idea. Think of it like this. Think of it like a pizza. That was my strategy to you before. The main idea is the whole pizza. The details are the different toppings. So pepperoni is detail 1, the mushrooms are detail 2, and the onions are detail 3. To help support you with this, I'm going to practice with a nonfiction book. It's called Grizzly Bears. I'm going to read one passage or one part of the book. I can jump around because it's a nonfiction book. This is called Living Alone. As I read, I want you to think about what is this mostly about and what are details to support that. A mother grizzly bear lives with her cubs until they are fully grown. Grizzlies that do not have cubs live alone. Each bear has its own home range, which is the area it lives in. A bear's home range may be very large. Grizzlies usually stay away from other bears. A grizzly bear marks its home range by rubbing its body against trees. This leaves a scent which warns other grizzlies to keep away. So after I read that one section, I'm going to think about, what was that mostly about? What was the big idea that was talked about in most of those sentences? The big idea is grizzly bears live alone. Sometimes in nonfiction books, the heading of the section, Living Alone, will tell you what the main idea is. Not all the time, but a lot of times. So the main idea is grizzly bears live alone. What are details to support that main idea that grizzly bears live alone? The first one, grizzly bears that do not have cubs live alone. Right there. Another detail is that grizzlies usually stay away from other bears. That also tells us if they're staying away from other bears, they're living alone. And the third detail I pull out from this passage that tells us that grizzly bears stay alone is that a grizzly bear marks its territory or home range by rubbing its body against trees so that other grizzlies stay away. Those are the details that help support the main idea, which is grizzly bears live alone. As you read your nonfiction books this week, I want you to pull out your main ideas, pull out the main idea, and find details to support that main idea. Just think of it like the pizza. The whole idea, what it's mostly about, is the main idea. The toppings are the details. Good luck finding your main idea and details this week.